we've created a number of chances today, and this is, I feel like I'm a broken record, keep saying it, but we've created a number of chances today, and at half time it's 0-0, and had we converted half of the chances that we've created, you know, it's a completely different game, it's a completely different story, and we've worked so hard on it over the last few weeks, given that we've not had a competitive game, to work on the final third entries, and you know what it looks like, and how we're committing bodies forward, and you know being more clinical in the goal mouth, and then you pick that up and bring it into a match day, and we're firing balls anywhere but at the goal, and you know it becomes more and more pressurised and more stretched, and I think you've just said it. You know, Durham have scored 1 minute after a one-on-one chance from that we've created, and they've gone down the other end, but then they've put the ball in the back of the net. I probably could count on one finger how many chances they've actually created from open play, or should I say how many saves Alex has had to make. But then we've gifted them with two sloppy goals, really. I mean, they've finished them, of course they have, and that's the difference. You know, they've scored the 2 goals from minimal chances. We've had loads of chances and scored nothing, and that's the difference. So it's just really disappointing, because I thought the first half we out-battled Durham. I thought we showed some moments of absolute excellence, and the way in which we built up play and created opportunities in their final third, I thought were really positive, but then we just can't get the ball in the back of the net, which is kind of, you know, the aim of the game, really.
There's, as you say, some really good things though to take from the game, and you now have to kind of use that to your advantage in terms of moving forward to next week.
Yeah, of course. I mean, listen, there are positives. It's hard to find those positives at the minute, because you know we're all disappointed, and you know we're all scratching our heads thinking, right, what can we have done better? I think it's important to take time to reflect, of which I've asked all the players to do, and I always do. I'll reflect myself. There was a number of changes made in the second half. You know, should I have reduced the changes and persisted with the team that were on the pitch, although I thought a few looked a little bit leggy. That said, you know, I'll reflect on my performance as a manager, and did I select the right 11, and did I make the right changes, and all those sort of things. But you know, players have to be held accountable, and I think one thing that was disappointing today, more so than the second half performance, was that when you're really looking for that leader to step up and sort of take charge and like drive motivation into the rest of the squad by their own actions, and that willingness and desire to want to get to every ball, I couldn't see that anywhere today, and you know that's worrying, because we've got such a new squad, and I understand that it takes time for people to gel and mould, and the dynamics and where you sit in the whole, you know, leadership, in the leadership group, I guess. But you're just hoping that players just sort of gel together, and that when you're really having to dig in, that these emergent leaders are going to come apparent, and that they're going to drive forward and push to the very end. And I think, you know, potentially with the amount of changes, or just generally because of the newness of the team this season, we may have lost that a little bit. So that's something we're going to have to work really hard to revisit and reinstall into the team itself.